So once upon a time, before we went to Melbourne, a long, long time ago, this man was winning around the streets of Adelaide. And you're important because you were the last ever driver in Formula One to win the Australian Grand Prix right here.
Yeah, the other way of looking at it is I ended the Adelaide Grand Prix.
And Damon Hill wins the Australian Grand Prix, the grand finale at Adelaide.
But it's very nice to be back. And the people have not forgotten.
No, they haven't.
They have not forgotten.
And they're still quite positive about Formula One, despite your attempts to ruin the popularity of the sport by winning by at least 2 laps from anyone else that day.
I know people talk about racing being boring today. I mean, that was right. The guy who was second was in front of me. I could see him. I'm not sure if it was very exciting for all the fans, but it was very exciting for me. And it was nice to win.
And this is a really great event. 248 cars, most of which run on the track. So what would you fancy? You've got rally cars, you've got supercars, you've got current V8s, you've got Formula One cars.
Yeah.
What do you want to race?
I like the drifting.
You like the drifting?
Do you see the drifter?
I did, yes.
Yeah, they're brilliant. I love them.
So sideways action for Damon Hill here in Adelaide. But we're in the F1 paddock for a very good reason. Because the car that's right over there is going to go out on the track to be driven by a current Formula One driver. More on that in a moment. But this was Adrian Newey's first ever design, the Leighton House, wasn't it?
The first, well, it was the one that got everyone to think of Adrian was onto something. And it's got basically aerodynamically shaped cockpit, carbon fibre cockpit. And of course it was brilliant round Paul Ricard, do you remember, in certain places where it was quite smooth. And from that, he basically got picked up by Williams and told to do the same job on a Williams, which he did very successfully.
But which F1 driver gets to drive the Leighton House? Valtteri Bottas.
Hello.
This is your car for the afternoon.
It is. I was quite confused when I saw this. Like, where's all my buttons going?
Yeah, there's no buttons. There's no buttons. There's probably a stick shift gear as well.
There is.
You ever driven a car like this before?
Not like this, but I've done some cars from 80s and 90s. It's always good fun to get a bit of a glimpse how it was back then.
I've brought a former racing driver to help you with this.
So what do I do?
So basically, don't be nervous.
What's the
right?
third
Any
pedal?
questions, direct them at David over there. He knows everything about driving.
Yeah.
He's your man. And the
I've
good thing
got
is...
3 pedals. What's that?
Yeah, we've got 3 pedals. That's a bit confusing. All right, don't press any of them until we work out what they do.
Yeah. This was Adrian Newey's old car.
Yeah.
This is as close as you've ever come to driving an Adrian Newey car
He
before.
could have given me a bit more space.
Adrian Newey didn't like space.
You fit quite well, actually. I'm quite surprised, but I mean, can you actually turn the wheel? Or
I
is
can.
it, you can, yes.
Yeah. It's a tiny one.
Well, I'm sure we can fix that.
Yeah, don't take that off while you're driving.
There's no buttons, have you noticed?
I did.
Not a single button. Isn't it? Nice and simple.
Simple
So
life.
you're going to get out there on the track, on the old racetrack, where people used to do daring do and win the old race or two here in Adelaide. Is this like a lifetime ambition for you?
For sure, it's cool. Like it's quite a rare opportunity, and seeing all these cars here and actually getting into one of the old F1 cars is amazing.
Well, they love you down here because of your haircut and stuff like that. So you're one of them.
I feel very well.
You are apparently the fastest mullet in the whole of South Australia. That is the new claim to fame.
That's a fact.
It is a fact. Can't wait to see you out there. I'll let you get acquainted with your new vehicle.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate.